Hello students, in the previous class we have seen how digestion takes place in the human beings. Today is a very interesting topic, that is the digestion in ruminants. Let's see what are the objectives. Students will understand the process of nutrition in ruminants. They will understand the role of digestive system of ruminants. Before beginning the topic, let's watch a beautiful video. Those who love animals. Which animal is this? Camel, pig, deer, goat, again a deer, again a pig. Can you see something very common in all these animals? What they are doing? See cat, those who love cats. See how cute it is, right? Even though there is nothing to eat, but still their mouths are continuously chewing. Yes, you can see something. Yes. Nothing is there in their mouth, but still their mouths are moving. The tongue is also out. Wow. Okay, so dear students, what you have noticed in all the animal is, what we are noticing is that continuously they are moving their mouth. They are chewing something. It seems that it is something is there. Like how we eat chewing gum and we continuously move our mouth. See the animals, see the attitude.
She doesn't like to be touched.
Yes. Okay, so what we have seen that even though there is no food in front of them, they are continuously moving their mouth. It means there is a different procedure, there is a different system in the grass eating animals, and all of these animals were grass eating animals, which are also called as ruminants. Let's see now. So the plant eating animals such as cow, deer, goat, buffalo, camel and yaks quickly swallow their food after chewing it once. The swallowed food goes to a chamber called as rumen. They bring back the food later into the mouth and chew it again. These animals are called as ruminants, and the process is called as rumination. The stomach of the ruminants consists of 4 compartments. That is, the first one is rumen, second is reticulum, third is omasum, and fourth is abomasum. Let's see how it is happening. The swallowed food first enters the rumen where the microorganism begins the digestion of the food. That is a cellulose, a complex carbohydrates. When they are eating the grasses, it contains cellulose, which is nothing but a complex carbohydrate. In the first 2 chambers, the rumen and the reticulum, the food is mixed with the saliva and is separated into layers of solid and liquid material. The solid clump together to form a curd or bolus. Okay, now this curd is brought back from the rumen to the mouth where it is chewed slowly by completely mixing it with saliva and is further broken down. So the video which we saw, they were continuously chewing. It was nothing but the solid clump which was called as a curd. Okay, which was brought back from the rumen to the mouth. When the curd is chewed and swallowed again, it enters now to the third chamber, that is the omasum, where the food is broken down further into a simple compounds that enter the abomasum. That is the fourth component. Okay, whatever chewed, the curd is chewed and it is swallowed again. That is why you can see that they were chewing, right? So the curd was chewed again and swallowed. It enters the omasum where the food is broken down further into the simple compound that enter into the abomasum. Now hydrochloric acid and digestive juices, that is the gastric juices, are secreted in these chambers, that is the fourth chamber, and the food is now fully digested. It is then sent to the small intestine for the absorption, and the leftover undigested food is passed on to the large intestine from where it is excreted. So the grass is rich in cellulose and we humans cannot digest it. So here also we saw in the ruminants also there are the steps of the nutrition was ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation and egestion. This is the diagram. You can see the parts here: mouth, salivary glands, then rumen, duodenum, liver, rectum, anus, colon, ileum, cecum, abomasum and reticulum, omasum. Right? Let's watch in video again. Now students, let's see how the digestion takes place in the ruminants. The grass eaters which chew half digested food or ruminate are called as ruminants. They have special stomach which are divided into 4 compartments: rumen, reticulum, omasum, abomasum. In ruminants, half-chewed grass travels from the mouth to the first chamber of the stomach, that is the rumen, where it is acted upon the bacteria and other microorganisms. Then it enters into the second muscular chamber, that is reticulum, where it is acted upon bacteria. From there, it is sent back to the mouth to be chewed again. This is what the cow chews when it seems to be munching something thoughtfully. That is the cud, the solid clump. Then we say that animal is chewing cud or ruminating. The rechewed food is swallowed again. This time it bypasses the first 2 chambers and then enters into the third chamber. Here it is broken down into still smaller pieces. That is omasum. This is a chamber. Finally, after the omasum, it enters into the 4th chamber, abomasum, where enzymes act upon it and digestion is completed. So students, we just saw how the digestion is taking place in the ruminants. Okay. Now we have finished with the chapter. Let's see the concept map. So the digestion in the human, it consists of alimentary canal and its associated glands. Now organs of the human digestive system are buccal cavity. It contains teeth, tongue and salivary glands and it helps in the digestion. It begins in the mouth. The second part is esophagus, which is also known as food pipe. It leads from the mouth to the stomach, and what happens here is swallowed food passes into the food pipe, and from here it is pushed downwards with the process of peristalsis. Right? Then after the esophagus, the third part is stomach. Stomach is a U-shaped thick walled bag, and what it does, it receives the food from the food pipe, that is the esophagus, and after reaching the stomach, the food. Now what happens to this? Inner lining of the stomach secretes a mucus which protects the stomach lining, the hydrochloric acid which kills many bacteria that enters with the food, and the digestive juices which breaks down the protein into simpler substances. Now the 4th part is small intestine. It is a highly coiled and is about 7.5 meter long. And what happens here? The final steps of digestion and absorption of food takes place in the small intestine. The 5th one is large intestine. Its function is to absorb the water and some salt from the undigested food. Then this undigested food is sent to the rectum, and what happens here? The remaining waste comes here and remains here as a semi-solid feces, and then it is sent to the anus from where the egestion happens here, and the fecal matter is removed through the anus from time to time. So students, in this chapter of nutrition, we have seen that nutrition is very important for a small organisms to a complex organism. So all living organisms require food to survive. This is one of the characteristics of the living beings, that it grows. And how it can happen? It is because of food. So different organisms have devised different ways of taking the food depending upon the environment, that is the adaptations of the animals or the organisms according to their surroundings, according to their body. Okay, so with this we finish the chapter of nutrition in animals. The notes will be sent to the Google Classroom. This PPT also I will share with you in the Google Classroom. Also, I am sending this OBS videos. Those who are missing it, kindly watch it. Thank you.